BTS returned to the stage on March 21st. 2026, through a normal live performance from Fancam, became one of the most emotional and energizing moments fans have witnessed in recent years. After a long period filled with speculation, individual projects, and the ever-changing dynamics of the industry, the seven members, Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjun, Min Yoongi, Young Hoseok, Park Jimin, Kim Taehyung, and Jungkook finally stand back in the same frame, presenting something that feels more than just a comeback. It's a statement of existence. The widely circulated Fancam shows an atmosphere that is not as glamorous as the usual big stage, but that is precisely where the honesty lies. There was no distance between the artist and the audience, no exaggerated filters, just simple stage light, the cheers of fans, and seven figures who seem to really enjoy every second of their company. The song Normal itself feels both ironic and honest, a title that seems to challenge the definition of normal for a group as big as BTS, whose every step is always in the spotlight of the world. From the first second the music started, RM's leadership aura was immediately felt. With a calm but controlled gesture, he opens the performance with a deep and reflective rap, as if inviting the audience to dive into the long journey they have gone through. On the other hand, Jin brings a warm vocal stability. His voice sounds more mature, bringing an emotional nuance that is difficult to ignore. Suga, in his trademark minimalist yet sharp style, inserts a meaningful rap that feels like a personal diary piece, honest, loud, and uncompromising. But the moment completely changed when J-Hope took the stage with explosive energy. The movements are light, the expressions are lively, and, as if revive the collective spirit of the group. Jimin then continues with soft vocals that contrast but complement each other, creating a harmony that feels like a hug to fans who have been waiting for so long. The big spotlight certainly falls on Taehyung and Jungkook, two figures who in recent times have often been the center of attention. In the Fancam, the chemistry of the two looks so natural. Taehyung's deep gaze and emotional expression give off a strong artistic feel, while Jungkook shows a near-perfect performance state, charismatic and in control. There's a brief moment when the two exchange glances amid the choreography, and instantly the audience cheers louder, capturing something that can't be described in words, a connection that can only be felt. What makes this performance even more interesting is how BTS doesn't try to be their old version. There are no superfluous attempts to repeat past successes like Dynamite or Butter. Instead, Normal feels like a new phase, more mature, more honest, and maybe a little more fragile. The lyrics talk about pressure, expectations, and a simple desire to live a normal life, something that feels almost impossible to them. The fan reaction was amazing. Social media is filled with Fancam pieces, analysis of every movement, every expression, to theories about the meaning behind the lyrics and interactions between members. Many refer to this as a soft comeback, not bombastic, but rather touching. Some even say that this is one of the most human performances of BTS, far from the image of superstars that is often attached to them. Behind all that, there's also a nostalgic feel that cannot be avoided. Seeing all seven members back together on one stage is reminiscent of their long journey, from small stages to world stadiums, from uncertainty to global domination. But this time, they do not appear as a symbol of perfection, but as individuals who have gone through a lot and choose to still stand together. Interestingly, many industry observers see this appearance as a signal of BTS's new direction. Instead of chasing trends, they seem to want to create a space of their own, more intimate, more personal, and more authentic. If Normal is the starting picture, then BTS's future may no longer be about being the biggest, but about being the most honest. And maybe that's what makes this comeback feel so powerful. Not because of the scale of the production, not because of the streaming or chart numbers, but because of the feeling it leaves behind. A reminder that behind all the incredible achievements, BTS are still seven people who love music, the stage, and each other. When the stage lights dim and the music ends, there is no big bang or dramatic effect. Only applause, cheers, and smiles remained. But it's precisely in that simplicity that BTS manages to convey something bigger than just looks. They're back, not as untouchable legends, but as human beings who choose to keep going together. The euphoria that remained after the appearance did not immediately subside. In fact, the more pieces of the video appear from different angles, the more obvious the small details that were previously missed, simple things that actually reinforce the big narrative about BTS's return as a whole. There was a moment when Kim Namjoon was seen smiling slightly while staring at the other members, as if to make sure everything was going well. The smile is not just an expression on stage, but rather a reflection of a sense of relief that they may never really express to the public. But on the other hand, Kim Seokjin seemed to stare at the audience several times longer than usual, as if trying to keep every moment in memory. Her stable vocals are not only about technique, but also about emotional control that feels more mature. Min Young-hee also shows a calmer side, but that's exactly where his strength is. Every rap line he brings feels like a piece of story that doesn't need to be explained at length because his emotions already speak enough. The energy changed again when Young Hoseok began to interact more actively with the audience. The movement of his hands, the way he provoked cheers, to his passionate facial expression created a bridge between the stage and the sea of fans. Meanwhile, Park Jimin strikes a balance with a softer, almost air-conditioned presence amid the ever-increasing intensity of the performance. But once again, the attention of many people again turned to Kim Taehyung and Jungkook. There's one part where their choreography slows down a bit, giving space to individual expressions. Taehyung is seen closing his eyes for a moment while singing his part, while Jungkook stands just a few steps beside him, staring in the same direction. There was no live interaction, but precisely that small distance created a strong emotional tension, a moment that quickly became the talk of the town among fans. Many interpret the moment as a symbol of their journey, a closeness that does not always have to be shown explicitly, but still feels real. In the context of a normal song, the scene seems to affirm that there is nothing really normal about what they live, but that they still find a way to stand in line without losing each other's direction. As time went on, one thing became more and more clear. This comeback is not about proving something to the world, but rather about reminding themselves why they started. There is no pressure to be perfect. There is no need to surpass previous records. There is only a desire to be present, to perform, and to connect, both with music and with those who have been faithfully waiting. And perhaps therein lies the greatest strength of this appearance. In a world that always demands more, BTS instead chose to pause and say, "It's us just the way we are." A simple statement, but that's exactly what makes it feel amazing.